Chris Walker, Emergency Preparedness Coordinator for the Hamilton County Health Department, joins me this morning. Hello.
Good morning, ma'am.
Let's take a look back at the numbers for the past week. It looks like we're trending in the right direction.
We are still steadily declining in our number of cases per day. We're still hovering around the mid 300s every day, but that is down from a peak of nearly 500 per day immediately after the holiday.
So we think we've seen and we're past our Thanksgiving peak, but we've got Christmas coming up on Friday. Any thoughts, reminders for folks as we head into the holidays again?
Sure. The biggest thing is, again, if you're sick, stay home. You really need to be limiting your social interactions with folks that are outside of your normal immediate family social bubble. We're seeing instances where family members are getting together for gatherings and they're transmitting it to their family members, and they're having negative outcomes up to including, a family member dying as a result of contracting the virus at a family event. And how horrible would that be to have happen over Christmas and into the new year? So, please continue to be vigilant, continue to wear your masks, continue to limit your social gatherings, continue to wash your hands and continue, looking out for each other. That's the best thing we can do right now.
The vaccine is the big talk over the weekend. The CDC came out with some recommendations for phases B and C. Can you kind of bring us up to speed on those?
Sure. So the Moderna vaccine was approved last week. It was given the emergency use authorization, which is great news for the general public. It does not need to be required at the ultra cold temperatures that the Pfizer vaccine does. That allows us to get the vaccine out into more places. The caveat to that is we have to have the vaccine to distribute out. I'm not privy to any special information that beyond what is in the media or anything like that, as far as numbers of doses going where or anything like that. But the CDC also came out with updated guidelines and recommendations for the next phase of vaccine. Phase 1A includes long-term care residents and our healthcare personnel that are on the front lines of the fight with COVID. And that's going on right now. That started in earnest last week here in central Indiana, in particular in Hamilton County. The next phase right now, it looks like it is going to be persons 75 and older and essential frontline workers. That includes your first responders as well as teachers and grocery store workers. And again, these are recommendations from the CDC. These recommendations need to be adopted by Indiana Department of Health prior to us truly rolling out these phases. And then the next group, which they're calling 1C, is persons 65 to 74 years of age, and then persons 16 to 64 with high-risk medical conditions, and then other essential workers. And again, that's still fluid, that's still subject to change, but most likely that is what will be adopted here in Indiana as well.
And we were discussing earlier, people can find that information at coronavirus.in.gov/vaccine, correct?
That's correct. And then you can also go to the CDC's coronavirus page, and they have a big header for vaccine as well. So that'd be cdc.gov. Then you can click through to coronavirus, then click through on vaccine to get the latest from them as well.
I know our testing centers have been super, super busy, but we're going to have to look at some reduced hours here at the end of the week due to the holidays. Why don't you bring us up to date on that?
That's right. Our testing sites will be open for normal operations today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. All three of our testing sites will operate from 8:30 to 12:30 on Thursday, Christmas Eve, and then they will all be closed Christmas Day. Trinity will reopen on the 26th for normal hours, and then the following week it is business as usual through New Year's Eve, and then they'll be closed New Year's Day and resuming operations on the 2nd as applicable.
Okay. Anything else you want to add we didn't talk about?
I know everyone's excited for the Binax rapid test, which give us the results in 15 minutes. I think we all need to bear in mind that the quantities and supplies that we have are limited. They are only for use for symptomatic individuals. It's great to know that we cannot do that for folks that are traveling. We don't have the supplies to do that. The goal is to use those on folks that are symptomatic to hopefully get them out of the public as quickly as possible and into isolation to help prevent the spread of the vaccine. And, you know, just have some grace this holiday season and take care of each other and look out for each other and do the right thing to protect yourself and your family.
All right, Chris Walker, Emergency Preparedness Coordinator for the Hamilton County Health Department. Thank you once again. We will check in with you next week.
Thank you, ma'am.